Good morning, good morning. I hope that I have been able to fix my audio issues. If you guys are noticing anything that is snarly or not sounding good, please let me know. As I am still very new to all of this streaming and all this kind of fun stuff. So, welcome to day 3 of our morning motivation, meditation, and coffee with Kat. I am super happy that you guys have chosen to spend your mornings with me. This is day 3. I know that I am learning a lot. I am learning that it's a lot harder than I thought to suddenly start creating a whole lot of content 5 days a week. But this is fun, and I really hope that you guys are getting as much enjoyment out of this as I am. So for the new viewers out there, good morning. My name is Kat, and I am a transformational life coach. What is a transformational life coach? I am that perfect spot between a clinical psychologist and a life coach. A clinical psychologist is known for diagnose, prescribe, and fix. If you want to fix what is maybe what you feel is wrong with you mentally, they will be able to give you the medication, where I allow you to look at what is the root cause. You know, sometimes our unconscious manifests itself in ways that have created veins of experience throughout our life. When you were a kid, you might have been told something that you were, that you fluffed off, but your subconscious mapped that and held onto it your entire life, and now it manifests itself as anxiety. I allow you to transverse your subconscious in a way that is safe, it's exciting, and allows you to release and not necessarily cope, but experience things from a different point of view. Some people like to call it woo-woo health, because woo-woo. But the way we have seen, hear, touch, feel, interact with mental health is changing. So the way that we live with mental health should also be changing, and that's what I am trying to do one step at a time. So, as usual, we're going to start our day off with something new. This is a technique that I learned when I was going through the Avalon Empowerment trademarked transformational life coaching course, and this was very interesting. It's called Releasing Denial. Denial is an acronym for didn't even notice I always lie. Now, hot take, didn't even notice I always lie. I'm not saying that you're living a lie. I'm not saying that you are, tricking society into thinking you're something you're not. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself that you are not being your authentic self. Our authentic self is who we are deep down in our subconscious, and in order to be fulfilled, in order to find the enlightenment that we all want and deserve, sometimes you also have to suffer through the hard knocks of noticing, oh shit, you're right, I am holding on to this friendship for secondary gain. I am holding on to this friendship because, to me, the amount of people I know and that I call friends is more important than the actual people that do give a shit about me. Quantity over quality a lot of the time is what drives us, and that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit today here on Wednesday Wisdom. But first, I want to do something that at first, when I first did it, it was a little hokey, not gonna lie, but then as I started repeating it, I realized, oh, this is actually quality stuff. Like, this is acupressure points and chakras and energy shifting. So, this morning, we are going to release denial. And we're going to release denial on 10 layers. There are more layers to this, and if you are interested in learning more about this, please feel free to connect with me. I will go into a little more of the how to connect after we go through this. So first, I would like you to get comfortable, get in whatever comfortable position you're in. We're going to take a deep breath. And we're going to breathe in the positivity of the morning and breathe out all the negativity that we had absorbed through the night. Good. So the first layer is I know what my truth is. And right underneath your collarbones, you'll find a little soft spot. And what I would like you to do is just take your 2 fingers and just rub them gently. This is an acupressure point. And just rub them gently in a circular motion. And we're going to take 3 just calming, natural breaths. And mentally, I would like you to think, I know what my truth is. And now, the second layer we're going to do, I would like to take your right hand, the 2 fingers, and just place them on your belly button. And then take your left hand and place it behind your ear. This is going to sound a little snarly with my microphone, I apologize. Place it behind your left ear, right at the base where your glasses sit, if you're a glasser wearer like me, if you wear sunglasses, right where you would feel them. You can feel that mastoid bone. And right there, this is layer number 2. I am willing to speak about my truth. And again, we're going to take 3 breaths while you repeat, I am willing to speak about my truth. It's recommended that you do this with your eyes open, just to notice the difference and just to notice your breathing. Good. And now we're going to switch. So those 2 fingers from your left are going to switch, and you're going to put your right hand behind your right mastoid bone. And this is layer number 3. I am willing to listen and be guided through this process. 3 breaths. Good. Now layer number 4, we're going to put our right thumb into our third eye, and you're going to have to move your head. And the rest of your palm is going to flatten across the crown of your head. And this is layer number 4. I am willing to feel my truth. 3 breaths. And now we're going to switch again. So your left hand, 2 fingers on your belly button, and then the thumb of your left hand is going to go on your third eye. The rest of your palm is going to go across your head. This is layer number 5. I am willing to see my truth. Good. And now layer number 6, we're going to take our left hand and we're going to take 2 fingers and you're just going to put them on the top of your head, on the crown of your head. And this is layer number 6. I am willing to accept my truth. Good. And now we're going to switch. Left hand on your belly button. Right hand, 2 fingers on the top of your head. I am willing to let go of this old story and allow a new truth to flow through. Good. And now I would like you to take your right hand, put it over top of your chest or your heart chakra. And this is layer number 8. I can feel my life's purpose. Just mentally repeat as you breathe. Then layer number 9, just gently, don't strangle yourself, but just gently hold your thyroid. And this is, I am willing to speak my life's purpose. And then finally, we're going to take our 2 fingers, hold them against our third eye. I am willing to see my life's purpose. Good. And that is the introductory level of how to clear denial. And so, as I mentioned earlier, if you are interested in learning how to clear denial on all 17 layers, or just more about how clearing denial can help you in the mornings and how it can help you start the day off on a positive, please feel free to reach out. I am streaming live on Twitch and YouTube every morning, just to bring my message to as many people as I can, and I am always willing to have conversations and teach more. I don't feel that knowledge should be behind a paywall. You know, obviously, I am in this for my own fulfillment and my own life's purpose. So if you would like to learn more, shoot me an email. You can connect with me at info@livewithadvantage.com. You can also connect with me through the various ways that you can find on my website at www.livewithadvantage.com. You can also find me on Facebook at Live With Advantage. shoot me an email, connect with me if you have questions. If you have questions that you would like me to bring up on stream, that you would like to deep dive into, or if you would like to spend more time in the mornings doing positive breath work or releasing denial, let me know. This is to help you in the mornings. I started this on Monday because this is the way that I start my morning, and I noticed a change as I went about my day. I noticed that when I used to get up in the morning, I would be harboring a whole lot of negativity from the night before, and I would turn on the TV because that's what I used to do from when I was a kid. I think we all did that. When we would watch, cartoons in the morning when we're getting ready for school, and as we got up, we kind of started mirroring our parents, where we would start watching the news, and the news made me sad. The news was just negativity, because for anybody who has taken marketing or anyone who has taken business courses, negativity sells. While positivity is great, negativity is what sells. And so watching all of the war in the Ukraine and the financial troubles that the stock market is going in, or even the interest rate constantly rising, it started me off on a negative vibe, and I was like, what? So I stopped watching TV in the morning and I started playing video games because, shout out to my gamers out there. Games are our release. But then I noticed that playing video games in the morning, it didn't give me the same satisfaction. It didn't give me the same drive. So then I started doing positive breath work and meditation in the morning, and that really changed my day. That really got me pumped, it got me moving, and it allowed me the positive energies to choose what energies I was going to accept in my life, as well as how I was going to utilize them or how I was going to block them. So the one thing I do want to touch on today is actually how we subconsciously start the day on a negative note. I was listening to a stream the other day. Some of you may have heard of her. Her name is Brené Brown. And she is a professor, a lecturer, and a clinical psychologist. And she specializes in guilt and shame, which was very interesting. But the one thing that I did notice that I do want to echo and want to bring to someone's some attention is that we subconsciously start the day on a negative note. As soon as we wake up, before our feet even hit the ground, we say, I didn't get enough sleep. Okay? Yep. To which I then started questioning, what is enough? And this is going to be what I want to talk about today. My Wednesday wisdom, if you will, is enough. I briefly wrote a blog about this yesterday. If you guys read my blogs, awesome. If not, now you get the Audible version. What is enough? And who decides what enough is for you, or for me, or for anybody? A simple Google search told me that a healthy adult should get enough sleep, being 7 to 9 hours a night. Okay, that seems reasonable. I get up at 5:30 every morning. My cat is insulin dependent, and so we are on the insulin time clock. And so at 5:30 in the morning, I get up to give Pixel, or Pix of the House L, or Pixel P, whichever you like to call her, I give her insulin. So in order for me to get 7 to 9 hours. I think I ballparked it at 8 hours, the happy in between. I would have to go to bed at 7 o'clock at night in order to give myself the, again, on average, 45-minute wind down before I entered REM sleep or rapid eye motion or REM, whichever you want to call it. And that is what is considered restful sleep. So, to paraphrase or to repeat, on average, a healthy adult needs to get 7 to 9 hours of REM sleep to be healthy. That is enough sleep. Cool. I'm 39. I'm not going to go to bed at 7 o'clock. I have already admitted that, you know what? 8 o'clock? I can handle 8 o'clock because, yeah, you know what? I'm old. I'm up at 5:30 every morning consistently. I don't have a sleep-in day. But you know what? 8 o'clock, that seems a little bit better. To me, going to bed at 8 o'clock is acceptable. Because then I fall asleep by 9 o'clock. And then I am up at 5:30. That gives me roughly 7.5, 8 hours. Math is hard. It doesn't matter. I have made that choice because that is what is enough sleep for me. I have decided what is enough. So when I get up in the morning and I say, oof, I didn't get enough sleep last night. Well, why? Why did I not get what I considered enough sleep? And this goes into the next piece that I like to, again, I'm going to warn, this might be a hot take. I own my actions. If you wake up in the morning and you say, oof, I didn't get enough sleep, okay. Well, if you know that you have set your own enough at going to bed at 8 so you can be awake at 5:30, why did you go to bed at 11 o'clock? Oh, it was because I was playing Oregon Trail until 11 o'clock and I didn't die of dysentery, so I was on a roll. Go team. That's my fault. I made the active decision to stay up until 11 o'clock, knowing it takes me 45 minutes to fall asleep, knowing that that's only going to give me 5.5 hours of sleep. So, when I wake up in the morning and I say, oof, I didn't get enough sleep, that's my own fault. Because you need to own your decisions. You need to, while someone can tell you what is enough, you need to own your enough, and you need to own your decisions for not getting enough. But let's step back a little bit. What is enough? Define enough before you can say I didn't get enough or not enough. You need to define what is enough. Did you get enough sleep? Did you not get enough done through the day? Is there not enough beer in the fridge? Is there not enough cheese on the pizza? See? And that is where our definition of enough is different. So I challenge you now to just take a few minutes and let's think about what is enough sleep. I invite you to close your eyes and just take a few breaths. Breathe in positivity, absorbing all the negativity in your lungs and releasing it, and mentally thinking, what is enough sleep? And if you want to, if you are willing, throw it in chat. Throw your enough. What is enough sleep for you? And while we're thinking about enough, I want you to set your standard for today. Seeing as how this is how we start our days, did you get enough sleep last night? Now that you have defined what your enough is, did you get enough sleep last night? And while you're thinking about that, what is your level of enough productivity for the day? What do you want to get done today? Versus what do you need to get done? And what do you feel is enough? So now that we've set our expectations for the day, we have set our enough sleep, and we have set our enough productivity. How are we going to gauge that? What's going to happen if we come home today after work or after school, or when we are doing our evening reflection, our evening meditation? What are we going to do when we decide, I didn't get enough done today? Who are you comparing it to? Who's telling you that you didn't get enough done today? And why are they deciding what your enough is? So I want you to think about that. And we're going to take a few minutes and we are going to build our morning shield so we can shield ourselves from the negative energies of the day. And while you shield yourself, I also want you to shield yourself from other people telling you what your enough is. You set your standards for what is enough. So I invite you now to get comfy, maybe put your coffee cup down depending on, where you're sitting and how relaxed you actually get, because I don't want you to spill your coffee, because not only does that make us sad pandas because nobody likes spilled coffee, but depending on how hot it is, I don't want you to hurt yourself. So I'm going to throw up the meditation wallpaper. I love this meditation wallpaper. I'm going to get myself the heck out of the way, and we're just going to sit, and we're going to take a deep breath in, breathing in all the positive energy that is around us, and holding it and allowing it to absorb all the negative energy that is in our lungs, and absorbing all the negative energy that is inside us that we held on to over the night. And as we breathe out, we are going to expel all that negative energy. Breathe in all the positive energies, all the positive thoughts and emotions. And holding it and allowing that positive energy to flow through our lungs, through our chest, through our bodies, and absorbing and expelling all the negative energies. And to add an extra layer to this today, while we are in our relaxation, I want you to go back and think about a time that no matter what mood you are in, it always makes you smile. I personally always go back to the memory of me and my two friends went to Toronto to the Legend of Zelda escape room. It was the best day in recent memories. We had fun, we were doing what we love. It developed our obsession with escape rooms and also our mutual love for The Legend of Zelda. And I just want you to think about that time. And if you can, see the sights that you were able to see, smell the smells, hear the sounds, feel the feelings, and allow yourself to go into that event 100%. Relive it. Allow all of that happy, emotional, happy, positive energy to surround you. And breathe in that happy energy and breathe in that positivity. And allow that to give you an extra layer of positive shielding today. And now that we've expelled all the negative energy from inside our lungs and inside our bodies, as we breathe in the positive energies, as we breathe out, the remaining positivity is creating our shield around us. The shield is keeping all of those happy memories from that time that makes you smile within you. This shield is keeping all the positive energy that you have breathed in this morning inside you. This shield is becoming a containment bubble that nothing can penetrate unless you allow it. This shield is preventing anybody from telling you you're not enough. Oof. That was a pretty hard hit I just gave you right there, telling you that you're not enough. Who am I to tell you that you're not enough? What is enough? So now that we have positively shielded ourselves, I want to actually talk about what is enough. And now that we've cleared denial, we can uncover our subconscious to say, what is enough? Maybe 5 hours of sleep is enough sleep for you. Maybe getting your to-do list of what needs to get done today is enough. You know, yesterday I did the stream in the morning, and then I started to do some edits, and it was brought to my attention that, oops, none of the Twitch stream had any audio. I didn't know. I know it was tried to bring to my attention, but I was not aware. Hashtag new streamer problems. The point I'm trying to make is someone questioned me when I was just talking about them, when they asked me how my day was, and I was laughing about it, and they're like, well, didn't you do enough research? Oh, okay. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I did enough research that I felt was enough. Because I know that I'm a perfectionist. I know that if I set the bar to where enough is what I think other people think is enough, then this would never happen. I would be spending too much time doing research. I would spend too much money on equipment that I didn't need. I would spend too much time trying to figure out what is enough and is it ready and is it perfect. Instead, for me, enough is, well, I got Twitch dashboard, I got OBS, and I think I know how to stream to YouTube. That's enough for me because I learn on the fly. I learn by making mistakes because I know and I thrive in having fun and having fun in my mistakes. Yes, it kind of goes back to if you can't laugh at yourself, then you don't have the right to laugh at anybody else. But you know what? I don't laugh at myself. I laugh at the situation because, whoop, that didn't work. Let's try it again. And you know what? Maybe from my mistakes, other people will learn. So what is enough? Enough is what you feel is complete. And if we keep allowing ourselves to live in a society that someone else dictates what is enough, then we are going to live in a society of scarcity. I know it's early, and I know I am kind of going deep, but this is maybe the point of Wednesday Wisdom, to get the conversation started. And while we are thinking on the positive and maybe we're scratching the surface of possibly negativity, you've shielded yourself. You're allowing what positive energies come through. You're allowing what negative intonations I might be saying that you find in conflict. You're choosing how you react. So if I say something and you're finding it yourself offended, let me know. I'm about conversation. I'm not about changing someone's mind. I'm about conversation. And this has spurred conversation with me and a couple of friends. And honestly, a couple of friends didn't react the way I thought they would. When I said enough, they're like, oh, well, you're just being analytical because what's enough for somebody else is hypothetical. Enough, you can't put a layer on enough. Oh, so when I say I like my cheese 3 layers high on my pizza, that's enough for me because I love cheese. I'm pretty sure I might have been a mouse in my past life. Very stereotypical. I know not all mice eat cheese, but I love cheese, and so I put cheese on everything. Cheese is my Worcestershire sauce, or Frank's Red Hot. You put that shit on everything. That's cheese for me. And what is enough cheese for me is ridiculously over cheesy for somebody else. And so when they say, no, this is enough, when I ask them to do something, they know my level of enough, but it's not their level of enough. And so therefore they dictate how much my level of enough is. Wow. Rude. So why do we if we challenge our immediate family, you've had enough to drink, no, I'm going to have more. You've had enough to eat, I'm going to eat more. You've had enough. When people in our immediate bubble tell us you've had enough, and we are okay to fight it because, no, I want more, we will challenge our level of enough to people that we are comfortable challenging. Why can't we challenge other people? When we tell ourselves, I didn't get enough sleep. Okay. Why? Well, I just didn't. How is that a problem? And notice your brain skipped a beat right there. I didn't say, is that a problem? I didn't get enough sleep. Is that a problem? Yes, no. I didn't get enough sleep. How is that a problem? Oh. Well, I'm gonna be tired all day. What? How is that a problem? I'm not gonna have enough motivation to get stuff done. I'm going to sneeze. I need to mute my microphone. Sneezing on stream. Alright. That's attractive. Anyway. So how is that a problem? I don't have the motivation to get enough done. Oh, there we go again. Enough. What is enough? What is enough productivity for you to feel satisfied in your day? If you go through your day and you say, I need to get X, Y, and Z done. Cool. And you get X, Y, and Z done. Perfect. Why is that not enough? Oh, because I spent time doing this. Okay, so? I challenge you to make a list of everything that you get done today. And tomorrow maybe we'll review it. Maybe we'll look over it. Throwback Thursday, I think is what I called it, and we're gonna do some reflection, because who doesn't like positivity and reflection first thing in the morning? So I challenge you. Like, you know what? Let's do it now. I'm gonna throw the meditation screen up. We're gonna do some reflection. And we're going to, I invite you to close your eyes, take a couple relaxing breaths, and say, we're going to set the standard for today. Did you get enough sleep today? And think about that. Did you have broken sleep, maybe? Maybe you went to bed early, but you had broken sleep. So no, you didn't get enough sleep, but it wasn't your fault. It was because your cat kept you up all night, or your husband was snoring. So even if you did go to bed when you should have, you followed what the air quotes they said, and you went to bed an hour before you would go into REM sleep. But things that were out of your control kept you awake. It was broken sleep, so no, you didn't get enough sleep. Okay. What can you do differently? How can you change that mindset to when you wake up in the morning, you say, wow, that was an amazing sleep. I got enough sleep last night and I feel good. Now that we've defined what enough sleep is, let's now define what enough productivity is. What is enough? How much do you feel you need to get done in a day to feel that you've done enough? Is it everything you need to get done? Is it everything you need to get done and more? Is it everything that you want to get done? You need to get stuff done, but you don't want to get it done. So in order to feel productive, what do you need to do in a day? And now I want you to take a few minutes to reflect and let your subconscious, with the guidance of the music, tell you what you need to get done today. Need, not want. What do you need to get done today? Your subconscious will tell you. And I would like you to mentally bring up that chalkboard. Listen to what your subconscious tells you that you need to get done today. Acknowledge it. Appreciate it. Thank you, subconscious, for bringing to my awareness what I need to get done today. And write it on the chalkboard. And after you've listed everything that you need to get done today, I want you to look at the chalkboard and I want you to say to yourself mentally, that's enough. If I get this done today, that will be good. Acknowledge your subconscious for letting you know what you needed to get done today. And then slowly, when you're ready, open your eyes. So how does that feel? If you are willing, throw it in the chat. Let us know how that felt. Let us know how your expectations of enough have changed. And if you're just joining us this morning, my name is Kat, and you are listening to Wednesday Wisdom on Motivation, Meditation, and Coffee with Kat. Today we are speaking about enough. I had listened to a lecture yesterday, and they had said, you know, we start off our day before we even put our feet on the ground saying I didn't get enough sleep. And that kind of made me think that before we are even conscious, our subconscious is already telling us we're starting the day off on a negative. And then before we go to bed, we lay there and say, I didn't get enough done today. Wow, that just eliminated everything you did all day. You might have had the most productive day you've had in a week, but you don't feel that you were productive. Why? Maybe you compared yourself to somebody else. Maybe what is enough for you that you felt good about because you got it done. Someone that you hold value with said, oh, they got a different list done. And when you compared it, you felt that you didn't get enough done in comparison to what they got done. The hardest thing we do to ourselves is compare ourselves to somebody else. Nobody can tell us what is enough except for ourselves. And if we keep letting someone else tell us what is enough, then I believe we run the risk of living in scarcity. You guys, you know who you are when I say you guys. You know the phrase, do more with less. We keep scaling down what level is enough. And while some things might be out of our control, what other people say is enough, here you go, this is what you need to deal with, and you say, I need more. Yeah, it might turn into a bad rerun of Oliver Twist. You know, you might be going to your manager and saying, please sir, I need some more. And he's gonna look down on you and say, more? You want more? Well, yeah, because this isn't enough. In reality, we can't always change what is enough. But, and a big old hairy but, what we can change is what we feel our enough is. Am I giving enough love to my cats? Am I giving enough love to my lover, partner, friend, spouse? Am I giving enough of myself to myself? Am I spending enough time being authentic? Am I spending enough time self-care? Am I spending enough time taking care of myself? Again, I can't tell you what enough is, because your level of enough could be drastically different than my level of enough. And I have no right to tell you what is enough. But once you figure out what your enough is, that is when you can start becoming more productive, you can start sleeping better, you can start eating more cheese, maybe even start having a little more beer in the fridge. But once you realize what is enough, that's when you really can feel whole. Because the more you decide what your boundaries are, the more you're being authentic. If you keep letting other people tell you how you need to act and how you need to feel and what you need to look like and what is enough, you're not being your authentic self. You're being the creation of somebody else. How did that feel? So, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today, only because I have some things I need to do this morning. I have some things I need to do this morning. So, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream, but that's okay. Because I think we had a really great conversation, and for those of you that might be tuning in a little bit late, my name is Kat, and we're just going to do a quick recap. This is Motivation, Meditation, and Coffee with Kat. This has been Wednesday Wisdom, and I was discussing what is enough, and how we need to keep reminding ourselves what is enough and setting those boundaries so that we can prevent other people from telling us what is enough. If you have questions, or if there's something that you want to discuss on any of the shows, or if there's any techniques, breathing techniques, or yoga nidra techniques, or sankalpas, or questions, or anything like that, please feel free to connect with me. You can email me at info@livewithadvantage.com. You can go to my website and find a whole bunch of ways to directly connect with me there at www.livewithadvantage.com. You can also support the stream by becoming a patron. I do have a Patreon that you can find me at, Live With Advantage. And that will give you access to exclusive content. There's going to be some Yoga Nidra guided meditations that I'm going to be uploading in the next couple of days. You can also have early access and VIP access to some of the programs that I'm going to be launching in the new year. Join my Facebook, Live With Advantage on Facebook. You can start conversations, you can ask me questions, you can use Messenger. I'm always available between the hours of 5:30 a.m. and 7, sometimes 8 o'clock at night. I understand that we don't all have conventional jobs, especially those, my friends and family, who work in retail. I dig you, I see you, I hear you. I know that you don't work conventional hours, and therefore if you need assistance, if you need help, if you want to chat, if you want to talk, if you want to have some one-on-one personal breath work, if you want to have me help you design your own yoga nidra, let me know. Shout out to all the retail associates that are working the month of December. Not only does this month suck donkey balls for workers in retail, but it can be very hard for people in general. So, the last thing I want to do again is just reinforce that positive shield that we have, that we are going to use so that we can prevent all that negativity throughout the day from getting into us and bothering us and preventing us from being our authentic self. So with that, I am going to lead us in some final breath work. And I hope that you are able to join us tomorrow for Throwback Thursday, where I'm going to go a little bit into my own history, a little bit into why I do what I do and what I do, how I do it, how I came around from it, and I am going to maybe give you some enlightenment and maybe let you know that you're not alone. And I do know what you guys have gone through, and I do know what you are going through. I've been there, and I can help you. So, let's get comfortable for the last few minutes, and I will bring up the super chill meditation screen, and we are going to take 3 relaxing breaths, breathing in the positivity, letting it warm our lungs, spread through our chests. And as we exhale, we're going to feel the release and then enforce the shield that we have built. Mentally reminding ourselves, I control the energies and information I absorb. Deep breath in. I am my authentic self. Release all those negative emotions. deep breath in. I am enough. And one final breath. I am happy and healthy, abundant and full. I'm going to leave you now with some simple meditation. Think back on anything you want to reflect on. Allow yourself to be ready for the day. Chill out to the calming music. And remember that if you ever need anything, connect with me. In Dungeons & Dragons, when a player uses the help action, the other player gets to roll with advantage. So let me use the help action to let you live with advantage.